Hello. So, my voice. Hello. I'm hoping that my light in the background doesn't go out, but if it does, then I'll just replace it with another one of the charged ones, because it is not a wall outlet, it is battery powered, and I have 4 of them, so we'll see if I notice that halfway through. So I made a video a little while ago where I talked about how to build a community with Discord, and in it I mentioned about the only way you can actually monetize Discord legitimately, if you are based in America. And I mentioned that it's supposedly down to the payment processors, Stripe, only allowing you to process payments through Discord if you're in the US, but I actually have a way of monetizing Discord which also goes through Stripe, so I'm a little confused there, but it's in a roundabout way, so I kind of understand it's not coming directly from Discord, it's going to be through this tool I'm going to show you now. So this is how to monetize a Discord server if you are in any place that is not the US, although you can probably use it there too, and I'm kind of talking out my ass because I don't know, it depends on where the payment process will allow you to do it, but in theory, should be anywhere. Now I've used this on 2 different servers I have been taking payments on memberships regularly on one of them, and I recently set it up so Digital has its own storefront to process Discord memberships and donations. I do need to add it as an affiliate product onto my WooCommerce store, but technically my WooCommerce store doesn't have functionality to take products where you set your own price for it, and it's like a donation system. Like, I feel like there is a way to do that, but when I set it up at the time, it definitely wasn't an option for the version of WooCommerce I have, and you can get like loads of WooCommerce extensions, but I don't need to pay for this option, so why would I do that? And the version through WooCommerce doesn't allow me to do Discord upgrades like I'm going to show you now. So the hint is in the name a little bit. It's called Upgrade.Chat, and it's a bot that you can use on Discord. If you know what Discord is, which I'd hope you do, otherwise watch my other Discord video, then you can have bots that have a whole bunch of different functions, basically whatever a developer can code it to do. And this bot allows you to have paywalled content via select membership roles. It also can connect to stuff like Telegram and MailChimp to allow content on those platforms, but I don't use MailChimp, I use MailerLite for my email marketing. Hopefully I can get them to do that in the future, because I'd love to be able to dual purpose this thing. But otherwise, I don't use Telegram for marketing, so that's a platform I'm probably not going to go to anytime soon, but it works with Discord is the important part. I think it's actually the only officially approved Discord bot for Stripe and PayPal in the UK. I'll check it on their website in a minute, you'll see. So here I have my Discord server, and if I go to my Digital Discord server, I've already set it up, you can see this thing here is Upgrade.Chat, and it's a bot, and it allows you to attribute certain roles to different members. Now, I haven't really built out these Discord servers too heavily. Like right now, Digital's Discord server and Debasdo are largely just subscription boxes where you never miss anything, because all my videos are updated through another bot I have called Disping, and I also have Monitor RSS, which uses the RSS feed from my website when I post a new page or a new blog post or a new product on my website. So it's basically like my mega update box for now, but I do also have different functions for them, which I intend to build out more in the future. So I recommend you join the Discord server if you would like to be able to get exclusive access to content that I'm going to be posting there. And mainly for now, I have it so people who hire me for 10 sessions of my all access hour for any sort of digital marketing or content creation consultation you want, people who do 10 sessions then have the option to use this bot I'm going to show you how to set up in order to access a specific channel where all the people who have proven they really care about their digital marketing can all sit together and talk amongst themselves, ask questions, and any questions they ask, I will answer at my earliest availability. So you don't need to book a video call session with me. I could just be messaging while I'm between tasks at home or on the bus or traveling at a competition. Anytime that is convenient, all hours of the night, I will respond when it's convenient for me. And if I'm not available, then maybe someone else that I have previously taught could feel the need to help you out there, because it's a very community-based thing. That's the reason to book 10 all access hour sessions for me, because then you could actually get all the access, but you know, also just improve your business. But yes, so I'm going to go into my Debasdo server here. I call it the Debasdo Jang because it's where my martial arts stuff lives. The main thing I've been using this for so far is recording With Respect episodes, which is my interview series, which may or may not be a podcast. I don't see it as a podcast, but I wonder if I uploaded it as a podcast, if it would get through anywhere. I've only had a few episodes released so far, but this is where I have it, and this is where I'm going to show you how to use Upgrade.Chat, the bot. So here's my profile. It's connected to Digital server so far, and we're going to create a new account. So if you choose this option, then it just allows you to set up a storefront. And if you choose this option, then you can connect it to your Discord server. So I'm going to connect it to my Discord server. Then it can see that my account, because obviously you'll have to log in with your Discord account in order to do this, it can see this is the only server that I am an admin of that has not currently got the Upgrade.Chat bot. So I'm going to choose Deborah's Dojang, create account. I don't believe there's a limit on how many accounts you can use on this, but it does have certain paywalled versions, so I do have a limit on the customization elements. You can get a lifetime license, so as soon as I generate enough revenue for it to be justified, then I will probably upgrade to the version with all the fancy options, because then I can also do a more branded storefront, and I can actually store media on here, so I can have exclusive content for certain Discord members. Or if it's someone who is a certain type of member, then maybe they could get content that would originally be paywalled via digital products on my website, and then they can get it for cheaper or free or whatever I feel like in the moment. Now you need to do certain things in a certain order. It landed me on this page for my earnings, which obviously is nothing because I'm not even set it up yet, and it will ask you what currency you want it to be shown in. It for some reason doesn't show Great British Pound until you've put in your location on your account settings. So I recommend going through each of these tabs in sequence to see what's relevant to you. Luckily, the documentation is really easy to get to. You can see it on this tab here. If I just poke it out, then you can see all the options. So documentation, and then you can click on the getting started section, and you've gone through these steps here. I've logged in on my Discord profile. I've done it here. Now, what platform am I setting up? Discord. So we skip to Discord. I have created my account. So you can see here that the bot is not currently installed in the Discord server. So you need to go invite to Deborah's Dojang. And you need to give it all the permissions it asks for, or else it breaks. Don't ever remove any of these permissions or it breaks. And I advise you not do that because you might not get your money. You might lose members. Continue. Allow it to be an admin. And now if I go into Discord, hello, thank you for installing Upgrade.Chat. This is the PayPal and Stripe verified partner bot for Discord. This means that we have our code reviewed and meets the highest quality standard to support your server and grow your business. Now, before I start setting up my payment processors, I'm going to go into my profile and add some information. I'm going to add my logo. Deborah's Dough. There it goes. Full name. This is my name. Deborah's Dough is the brand. I'm going to select my country, United Kingdom, my store's display name, Deborah's Dough, and then I will add all this other information in later, but you don't need to worry about it for now. And you can actually, because it's made by people who use Discord and people who are like coders, then it has all the weird ones as well for like internet culture. So it's got your standard Discord, obviously you're using Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Skype is an interesting one considering Skype has been made obsolete, but I imagine that's just in as a legacy until it's truly dead. Instagram, Linktree for people who have other socials that they like to use, Pinterest. I've never even heard of OpenSea, so I'm dying to know what OpenSea is. But I'm going to look that up later. If you have a certain podcast that you want to show, then great, because people who have podcasts normally have Discord servers and have certain merch that they want to make available to people, as well as it being a membership management tool. It actually is a digital storefront as well. You can have physical products. It's not super sophisticated like other e-commerce platforms. You can't account for shipping provider options. It doesn't even have separate shipping prices. You have to include the price of whatever it is into the price for shipping it, but you can do digital products as well. It's like got options. You can have other communities, WhatsApp, Viber. I have heard of Viber a bit. Your own website, which I don't currently have, but I would like to have my own website for Deborah's Dough in the future, and any other links you want to have. So your social medias. There's like a lot. You can set up for the metadata for if you're sharing the link to your store. If you pay for the version, you can have a custom URL. Store layout, this is options that you unlock by paying for certain versions, and then you can have reviews that feed in automatically through other things. There's a whole bunch of options, but for right now, I've just put in my country. And you have to make sure you come down to the very bottom and save it, because I kept getting confused why it didn't save, and you have to actually save it. We're going to go through here and we're going to add a payment processor. Now you can choose PayPal or you can choose Stripe. You can connect both of them simultaneously and allow for your user to pick which one they want, but I have just been doing it through Stripe because I like Stripe. You can also set up coupons for discount codes, and you can set it to be available to certain members or people who just have the code, and you can put usage limitations on them, and it's great. I'm going to connect with Stripe because this is one of the most important parts. Now I do have a Stripe account, so I'm going to make sure that I connect it to that one. This is going to confuse me a bit because I have two separate accounts, but I'm going to make sure that they are separate. So this one is DibDab Digital, which I already created it to connect my WooCommerce store via Stripe. And then I also have one here, Upgrade.Chat, which was the first time I set up Upgrade.Chat for my other brand, which is an anonymous brand, so I'm not going to tell you what it is. But if I'm going to create a new one, because it's a separate brand and I want the payments separate so my accountant can deal with them separately and we don't have to go into every single individual payment to work out which brand it was supposed to be going to, even though I have separate business bank accounts for all these brands as well. I actually went from 1 to 3 business bank accounts in a year, so that's going to be a fun one for my accountant and me. But I'm going to create a new account because it's for a separate business, and I'm gonna hopefully rename this to something other than Upgrade.Chat because that will get confusing. Create a new business, and now you have to start telling it business information about what you are. So this is risky because you have to be approved by your payment processor in certain ways. If you're a charity, they will ask for verification to prove that you're a charity. And I almost broke one of my stores one time when adding a donate product because I was doing it while I was sort of sleep deprived, and I had the donate product set up in Stripe itself and not in Upgrade.Chat. So Upgrade.Chat is the storefront, and that has all the information about all the different products and memberships. If you do it for Stripe, it can see the information on the product, and the word donate flags you as a charity. So I had to prove that I wasn't a charity, which is, I think it's a restricted option. No, it might not be a restricted one. Yeah, restricted. So there's certain businesses that you are not allowed to do with Stripe as the payment processor. Upgrade.Chat doesn't seem to care what you are, but the payment processor does care a lot. It's why there was that whole big thing about people who had OnlyFans not being able to find any payment processors, therefore they lost so much money because they didn't like adult work. So you have to check your payment processor's terms and conditions to see if you actually qualify. But charities have to prove they're charities, and they will ask for like all your documentation for that, so you're not doing any sort of money laundering type thing. But most people who are setting up this Discord server payment option will be content creators, and content creator, although not prohibited, that's the word I was looking for, not prohibited, is a restricted thing. So you need to make sure you're not being predatory to children or anything, because like Logan Paul exists and it made businesses scared. So you just need to give them information about what you do, about what the payment's going to be. So I am an individual sole trader. I am not a company for Debisdo. It's just me, and I am acting as a sole trader. Even for Digital, I act as a sole trader, even though I have a limited company. It's been dormant the entire time. Basically, I got some bad advice when I started my business, and I don't need it really, but it's there in case someone else gets it. I might blur this so I don't dox myself, but need your legal name, my email address. I'm going to have this as a separate email address. Date of birth, home address, phone number. Don't have a VAT number because I am not VAT registered. Industry. This one, it will be probably sports person because it's from my martial arts, but I'm not providing sports education really. I am just being a content creator. Software, no, not software as a service. Blogs and written content, no. Other digital goods, I mean, technically, yes. It's not necessarily what my brand's about, although it is a bit. It's about what you're selling. I'm selling exclusive content and exclusive access to things. For Debisdo, I am going to be selling a bit of merch, but it doesn't exist yet, so that's not what the storefront's going to be for. It's mainly to accept donations for my content. Am I pointing this mic at me? I lean forward while I'm doing stuff. Direct marketing, ugh. Direct marketing is just a scummy word for sales, let's be real. And sales are not evil, although we like to joke about marketing and salespeople being sworn enemies. I'm not health and wellness coaching. I'm not a PT. I'm not qualified as PT. I'm qualified as a black belt in Taekwondo. I am a second dan black belt, but I'm not providing Taekwondo instruction on that level. I do not accept responsibility for any of your issues. If you take advice I give and train and hurt yourself, that is a you problem. Definitely not medical. Medical is heavily regulated. Don't you dare touch anything medical if you're not. Personal fundraising or crowdfunding under medical. Oh, is that people trying to like pay for operations from donations? That's sad. Entertainment and recreation, maybe. Sports, forecasting and prediction. I'm not predicting. Lottery is forbidden under many options, so no. Not fantasy sports. Other entertainment and recreation. This is hard, let me think. Regulated and age-restricted products, no way, definitely not doing this. These are the danger industries. I'm pretty sure these are the prohibited industries that will flag you immediately. Weapons and munitions, no, I'm not selling any of those. I might show some weapons training, but that's not what I'm doing payment providers for. It really feels like other digital goods, because I'm a content creator. Don't have a website, but I do have, let me see, I will have done the Discord server before, but the website is not going to be the Discord server. To guess YouTube channel? The YouTube channel is the only thing that really shows stuff, so let's see. Get my Debisdo YouTube channel with my whole 9 subscribers. Did you know I'm famous, guys? Put the YouTube channel in. They obviously prefer if you have a proper website, like my dibdabdigital.com website, which has been around for many years at this point and has a host of content. But right now, all I got is the YouTube and the Discord, so, you know, soz. I am a martial artist who vlogs on YouTube and produces digital content relating to martial arts. I intend to use Stripe in order to use the Upgrade.Chat bot to provide people who upgrade their membership in my Discord server with exclusive perks like talking to me during workout live streams and messaging me in a more direct but still community-based way compared to comments. Now, I'm being careful not to use the word donations because I might be flagged as a charity again when I'm still not, but I would also be accepting donations for content and people who want to support me in the way that people do with Patreon, but instead of it going through Patreon, it's a more owned service compared to Patreon. But I'm not using the word donate because it will flag me. Basically a martial arts / fitness influencer. I hate the word influencer. Influencer is like people flogging shit. Content creator business model. Bank details, gonna be adding this. I have multiple Monzo business cards now, so I need to get the right one. Deborah's Dough, there we go. Oh, I didn't space it on the card. That's gonna annoy me for a while. So that's Deborah's Dough. I mean, I'm not gonna censor it because if you want to send me money, then go ahead. But, you know, you can just do that through the store once it's set up. So why would you bother doing it the creepy way? So we're going to my Monzo app. I should really put my referral code in the description, shouldn't I? Because then if anyone wants to get Monzo business, then we both get some free money if you use my link. Hell yes. Automatically receive payouts or manually send payouts via the API or dashboard. I do not want to manually send payouts. I want the money to come to me automatically. Automate every day. So if the money is available, it comes to me. Never leave money in online accounts because you never know when the payment provider is going to decide to restrict your account. Always send the money to go. Public descriptor details. Don't want it to be my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to put Deborah's Dough. Shorten descriptor, no. And now we get to check all our options. Agree and submit. My account is onboarded via Stripe and Stripe is now connected. And if I go into my Stripe account, I have my default Upgrade.Chat. And now I have YouTube Upgrade.Chat. We go on dibdabdigital. Then it shows them separately. So my website on my Upgrade.Chat account for my anonymous brand is Upgrade.Chat, but my website was the YouTube channel, so it's put YouTube here. So I have 3 storefronts, and the YouTube one is the new one. It still needs to get approved, so I'd be surprised if I actually see anything in this so far. Settings, business, phone number verified, account status, no active tasks. So by default, it's set up to be fine, but then there's the option for it to go wrong. I'm assuming I could rename this if I wanted to. Account name, YouTube. Yeah, I'm changing this. Deborah's Dough. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, great. I might change that other one later. But now I have that set up. Don't look in Stripe again. Not unless you're looking for accounting documents or if you're trying to get money and you want to see when your next payment's coming out and trigger a payment if you can, then don't mess with it. Don't add products to your Stripe store. Let the bot do that. Upgrade.Chat handles it. So you see how it's added Upgrade.Chat. If you see that, it gives you a bunch of stuff that you can do. So if you hit the / then it has a link to your shop and it takes it to your storefront. But right now my storefront doesn't have anything in the shop, so I'm going to remove that to not confuse the very few members of the server I have. But you also have different options. So refer, if your members of your server put /refer, then they can generate a referral code. So if they pay a membership and then they send a link to someone with their referral code and then they join as a membership, then they get a percentage of the amount that second person pays in membership, and they get it as credit on your Upgrade.Chat storefront, so they can use that for their next membership payment. So it's a bit pyramid schemey, but all referral programs are really. Upgrade allows you to upgrade a certain user to another role. I'm going to walk you through making through one upgrade product. You have shop products, merch, physical things, Digital products if you have that enabled for your type of your account. Upgrade prices, it just shows a list of your upgrade things and the billing intervals and settings and all that compared, because if you have a lot of them you get confused. But upgrades, you can arrange the products, you can archive the products, create a new upgrade. The option is pay what you want. I'm unchecking one per customer because I want people to be able to do it as much as they want. Donate to support my content, single donation. And then we're going to make another one later, probably off camera, for recurring donation. You can use the product name to generate a URL for the specific product. You can change the color of it. What are we going to do? I don't have the hex code for this in my brain right now. Let's see. Drag it around, make it kind of purpley. Oh, I hate that shade of purple. Make it more bluey purpley. There you go, that looks good. Donate the product. Price, oh, I didn't change it to pounds yet, but it'll work. I'll change it later. Because this is pay what you want, you set the minimum price. You want to set the minimum price to the minimum amount you want to receive after your payment processor has taken its amount, which I think for Stripe is like 5 pence or 10 pence plus 3% maybe. I'm guessing that off memory. But I mean the minimum amount 1, because it needs to be. And the billing interview, because it's a single donation, it's one time. And then you have the option to, if it's a recurring membership, you can give people like a free trial, and then otherwise they have to like actively cancel it, or a paid trial, and then they can pay for it, and then it may go up a price. Description, choose the amount you want to donate to support my content and keep watching me make videos. Single donation means it is not a recurring payment and will only, I'm just gonna put it's not a recurring payment, less words the better on this one. Bonuses, edit bonuses, so you can attribute a Discord role like I said, or you can add them to a MailChimp audience for user segmentation, or add them to a Telegram chat. Right now I only have Discord roles, but I haven't actually made a role in the Discord server yet for donators. I'm gonna go in here, go into my server settings, and then we've got roles, and I've got with respect guests, and then here is my 2 bots. They make their own role for themselves. I'm gonna create a role. I'm gonna give it a random color. Donator. You'll call it a donator. When I build this out, I'm gonna have subscription options for people who want to support a certain thing that they're funding for me. So I've got the one-off donation, which is this, for just support my content if you want to support my content. And then I'm going to have recurring payments for like the amount that it costs for me to pay for my regular training fee, or the amount it normally costs me to travel to squad training, or how much a squad session costs, or the estimate amount it normally costs to enter a competition. I'm going to have all these different values set out so people feel like they're actually contributing to a specific thing in my training. So am I going to call them sponsors, patrons, donators? I feel like I'm going to call them patrons, and then that leaves me the option for if someone wants to do like a brand deal, then those are the people who are sponsors, and then I can allow them access to the Discord server and they can like promote as a sponsor or something. So I'm going to call these patrons because people know that term from Patreon as well. And then I can go and add different options to allow them to do different things, allow them access to special channels where I put special amounts of content, but I haven't got any of this set up and ready yet, so I'm just creating the role. If I go into here, then I can go add Discord role, and it updates. So what role is it going to have? A patron. And I didn't even have to refresh the page for that, so if you forget about making the role until you've already put a lot of product information, then it feeds through automatically. Advanced options, this is if you want to have it publish at a certain time and have like a limited window, or a limited number of people who can purchase it, or when you can lock it. Limited inventory, you can set it so it requires them to already have a Discord role. So in my anonymous brand, I have a Discord server where people have to be like vetted in order to be trusted so they can like see the exclusive content. So I have to manually in my Discord server give them the trusted role, and then when I've given them the trusted role, it allows them the option to purchase the exclusive content paywall role within the storefront, and they'll walk through that process in the onboarding of the server. So that's an option you have for you, but I don't want to make it be a requirement to donate to my services, so there you go. Custom trial eligibility checks. I can't remember exactly what that means. Oh, that's all this stuff that's faded out. So disallow if another user has made a purchase with the same PayPal account in this store. It's like for memberships where you only want to allow one member and this person has made a separate Discord account so they can dox you. Maybe that's why it is. Or like, you know, a Smurf account, so they can sort of fly under the radar, and it's someone you've already banned and they made a new account. It means if they've already purchased the same PayPal account or the same payment provider, then it catches that and wouldn't allow them to upgrade. So that's actually quite smart. Disallow if it's already purchased a product on a trial. So if it's a product where you offer a trial basis, then they can't get the trial again. Disallow if the connected Discord user has been created less than 3 days ago. That's for people who don't want to be like spammed with bots. They want to be active, engaged users. They don't want someone to see them first day and then start doing whatever it is. PayPal donation. It actually allows you to create a donation product through PayPal, but since I process through Stripe, I don't use that. I'm going to save it. And now we can go to my storefront. And this is what my storefront looks like because I don't have the customized branding options. It allows you to mock it up, which is very smart on Upgrade.Chat's part. It allows you to mock it up and then doesn't allow you to save it, and it clears all the options. So you get attached to how it looks and then you go, oh, I can't do that yet, must upgrade. So this is my content. You can go upgrade, and then it says one time you have selected, and then you can choose pay what you want. Discount code, don't have a discount code for the minimum amount. That would be unwise. And then it gives them the payment option. That is everything I wanted to show you on how to set it up. Obviously the documentation exists and is available there if you want to follow a step-by-step and you're not very sure, but I wanted to make you aware of the possibilities. If I just click here, I like that their call to action is click here to upgrade when they're Upgrade.Chat and it's upgrading your Upgrade.Chat. I like that. These lifetime versus monthly payments, I feel like it's definitely worth it to get the lifetime. Like if you're doing the monthly because you're not sure if you can justify using it forever and you're testing out the tool and you're seeing how much you would actually earn from memberships and donations and products and merch sales, if you're seeing how much you would earn to justify getting the monthly plan, just get the free plan for a little bit, just a little bit, and then when you realize, yes, I've generated enough money from it, then get the lifetime one. I really see no difference in why you would. These rates are the fees it takes. It's a free tool. It's free to use it. You can take money via your bot to upgrade the memberships, to use it as a virtual storefront for merch. You don't even need to connect it to Discord. That was the first option when it tried to connect it to the Upgrade.Chat account. You don't need to have a Discord server. You can just use it as a storefront for your merch or something, but it takes a fee and then it sends that amount to the payment processor after it's taken their fee. And this tells you the percentage of the fee it takes. So personally, I'm not going to buy any of them until I can save up and buy the max plan, and then you can have unlimited subscribers. So like it inherently costs less to get your license than you would earn from however many estimated subscribers, depending on what you charge for things, but in theory it'd be fine. You could have one membership that costs you $2,000 to use, and then you'd only need to sell one of them, and then you can get your max plan license. Maybe I'll do that just for fun, see if anyone wants to splurge, since considering streamers just do random angel donations sometimes. But I'm just not going to get any of them until I get the max plan, and that's my plan. You can see in the stats how much you've earned in your lifetime and in different payment periods, and it has like information on where it's come from. It tells you who's canceling, so how much you can expect next month, and then you can track like your top referrers, and it even has a leaderboard for people who like can't keep track on an individual basis, and all the different charges it's had, any review things you connect. It has all these options. It's great. Fill out as many details as you can on here. I recommend going in the order of these options because then it'll unlock certain stuff considering when you've put it in. I still don't know why it's locked on the US dollar now I've connected my payment processor, but I remember struggling with this one the second time as well. Default currency, GBP. Oh, I feel like it was in this list somewhere. This is so annoying. Okay, wait, not the Gibraltar pound. Pound sterling. It's under pound sterling. Okay. Save the currency in your payment set. This was bugging me for ages. Okay. In your payment settings, go into pound sterling. That's what you have to search. That's annoying. Now you know. Oh, my light died back there. I didn't want the light to die. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I've done it now. So thank you all for watching. If you want to support this content I've done here for Upgrade.Chat and other things about how to use Discord properly for digital marketing and community building and getting payment processes for online store and e-commerce and all that sort of stuff, if you appreciate it, go into my link below, subscribe. In the description, you can either go to my store where you can book my services through dibdabdigital.com, or if you just want to donate because you just like content and you don't need anything in return, then you have options to donate via my Upgrade.Chat store for dibdabdigital, and you know, Debba's as well if you're feeling like it, but I've not fully set it up yet. It'll hopefully be fully set up by the time I post this video. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.